My name is Max Hulsey, and I'm a pornographer.
Michelle, get me a whiskey. Now, I want to give you a little idea of what we do where I'm from. Alright? You know, we're not some sort of internet website, dildo shit in a box bullshit talking about Asian cream pies or big beautiful women taking shits on each other. It's not this kind of bullshit, this shit that goes on in the bathroom or in some sort of Colombian prison. That's not the kind of movies we make. Sometimes we do, but primarily we focus on high-class, adult films, pornographic in nature, exotic movies based on hit films and TV shows from the 80s and 90s. For example, you remember St. Elsewhere? We got jizz everywhere. All right, you give me a break? That's easy. Give me a bang. Give me a big black woman and 3 white people and let them fuck. All right, let me tell you more. We got some other ones. You remember Night Court? How about Night Court After Dark? Now, I know what you're thinking. It's Night Court. It's already dark. But After Dark means dirty, and this movie is dirty. I give it 3 wings up and 2 wings hanging down halfway. Michelle, can you bring me another cigar? Put it out on my leg. All right, I want to tell you a little bit about my history. I got a good story to tell you. Hold on. Now, I want to tell you this story about a film we were working on in 1973 called Come On My Tits, Daddy. And I was sitting there working with this actress by the name of Diamond Breeze. I was directing this particular shoot. I usually produce, do a little bit of directing, a little bit of writing. I do some composition. It's a whole ball of cheese here, people. You gotta be an all-around kind of guy. I'm a song and dance man, people. I'm selling snake oil at the Midway. You never know what's gonna come and happen on the Midway, and that's where we are. This is the Midway. You start thinking about, hey, where are we at? Are we on a ride? No, this is not a ride. The ride is not the adventure. It's the Midway. We were working on this film called Come On My Tits, Daddy. I was working with an actress by the name of Diamond Breeze. She comes in, she says a line, she says, "Come on my tits, Daddy." I say, no. You don't say that like you mean it, and I want you to mean it. I want the audience to know she means that. Because when she says, "Come on my tits, Daddy," they're coming on the television screens. They're coming on their boxer shorts. They're coming in a glass bottle because they put it in the fridge and save it for later. What they do with it after that ain't none of my concern. But I said to you, woman, I says to you, Diamond Breeze, I says, hey, you gotta feel it. You gotta know it. You actually gotta want your daddy to come on your tits, and you gotta say, "Come on my tits, Daddy." And she looked up at the camera and she said, "Come on my tits, Daddy, Gonzo style." And it was said, bam! That's an adult film award right there. Never got nominated. Michelle, can you bring me another Cubano? I put mine out. I've been working on these projects for kind of an outside vendor. We're doing distribution in Japan, and it's called Godzillas of Cock. Now, the problem is, it's Japanese, guys, and, I'm not here to make fun of anybody, but, Godzilla's a cock. Nah, we got Canadians. Michelle, where's that whiskey? Casting can be a difficult part. With the ladies, it's always fun, you never pass up a chance to say, "Hey, let me see your titties," and then someone just complies. It's great. I mean, that's the best part of the job, probably, except for, fucking them on the side, but, my wife. But casting with the fellas can be a little difficult. All right. Says here on your application that you're number 7 on the penis chart, but I'm going to have to double check that for myself, so let's see what you're working with. You're kind of a thick fella. Ha! 7! That's a 3 if I ever saw one. Get the fuck out! Yeah, I'll call you if we ever need somebody for a midget to deep throat. Michelle, can you bring me a toothpick? My cigar's too short. Now, I primarily consider myself a director of pornography, but I've also done some of the writing as well as everything else. And, it can get a little stilt, a little bit boring at times. You're sitting there in front of your MacBook or your old word processor. What they used to have is just the TV and the little keyboard. And you type in, fuck me, fuck me, fuck me, ooh, ah, ooh, fuck me. Lighting. I've done lighting. Lights. The doctor says the tar is the only thing keeping my lungs together at this point. being in my line of work, there's a lot of issues about respect. You start thinking about, I don't respect women, or people don't respect me. People don't respect what I do, the public service I provide. I've had some opportunities to show, that I can be a useful asset to the community. I take, for example, 1984, I was giving the commencement speech at the graduation for Brigham Young University. I said to the young people, young people, when you have dreams, those are the dreams are the gasoline that fuels the engine that is your soul. And you got to reach out. You say, hey, I'm going to grab this helmet. I'm going to be an Olympic skater. You say, I'm going to grab this, box of nachos and I'm going to start a revolution in the Mexican food industry. Or you can say, hey, I'm going to grab this bottle of Astroglide, grab me some, a Super 8 camera and find me a blind girl who thinks I'm a doctor giving her a mammogram and boom! I'm going to start my media empire of pornography. Hey, Michelle, you still got them alligator clips? Now let me tell you about what we're focusing on for the future. Because the future of pornography is in 3D. I'm not talking about those blue and red glasses. I'm not talking about seeing Captain EO wearing those sunglasses looking things. I'm talking about holographic women being beamed directly into your living room, blowing you. Except you can't actually feel them and it's just you jerking off. But it still feels real. If you spit in your hand a little bit, like every couple of minutes. Because eventually, it works in, and you guys, it's all dried up, and it kind of gets stuck, and it's creates more friction. So you want to, get some lube, or just keep spitting. But, I run out of saliva, my age. Ha!
But I've seen a lot of things in this business. I've seen a lot of things. I've seen a lot of fads. I've seen a lot of things come and go. I've seen full bush. I've seen shaved. I've seen bald. There's a difference between shaved and bald. If you don't know, hey, I'm not teaching a pornography class. But maybe I will briefly.
No, I won't.
Thing you got to remember about being a pornographer. This is, if you take one thing away from any of the many classes I teach, the seminars all across the country and in Bangkok, there's two things you need to know to be a pornographer. First thing you need to know to be a pornographer is always make sure the lens cap is off the camera. The second thing is always bring a wet nap. When it happens, you'll know. That's all I'm saying.
When it happens, you'll know. We've come to an agreement, my wife and I. It's I fuck other women, she spends my money, and she doesn't make me fuck her. So, But, people talk is are you ever ashamed of what you do? Am I ashamed of what I do? Ha! I'm rich! Fuck shame. I'm rich, I watch people fuck all day. I also have a daughter who's 14 with Down syndrome. It's very complicated. I don't see her much. She lives in Arizona with her grandmother. This is who I am. This isn't just my job. I can never retire from this. I can stop doing this making money, but I'm always going to be standing there with, a couple of young girls in a shower, loofahing each other. Loofahing each other. And I'm standing there with a Super 8 and there's a snack tray from Walmart, on the kitchen, in the bathroom sink or whatever. And you realize, this is who I am. I can't change this. Would I want to? Fuck no. But one thing I have learned, one thing that I've taken from all of this, is that I am horny as fuck. Michelle, get in here. Michelle's great. Michelle. Oh shit, I fired Michelle. Oh shit, I forgot. She had herpes. Hey, Steve, get in. You know what? No, Steve, go get me some deli.